Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the channel, Gray Cloudy Day. I am Gray Cloud, Sage of the Eternal Moment. This moment, the only moment I got. Could you think about hitting the like button and maybe subscribing? Um, I'm going to be recording 50 things that really matter. And I'm doing this first this morning because yesterday I didn't upload any video, not even Jesus Calling. Now, I did read Jesus Calling to myself, of course. But the day before yesterday, I had intended to get you guys this video up of the next reading for 50 Things That Really Matter because we're almost to the end of this book. We are on number 45, which is Hope. And I just wanted to say, I greatly appreciate everybody that has chimed in and offered support and condolences for, for my dog, Ladybird. I'm still having trouble getting used to her not being around. Here we go. Number 45, Hope. Nothing in my life had prepared me for what I had to do. Choosing my words carefully and fighting to maintain my composure. I told my 4-year-old daughter that her grandmother had suffered a stroke, that she was in a coma, and that the doctor said she would probably never wake up. As she snuggled into her bed, Amelia looked at me, eyes bright, and said, "Maybe Grandma will be okay." "Maybe she will," I said, choking back the tears, but I knew better. I was flying up to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, from our Florida home in the morning to say goodbye to my mom. Hey, Beady Beady. Hey, Beady Beady. I'm saying hello to the littlest little puppy that popped back up here after Lady Bird got hit and everything the other day. So we have, I have another dog that I'm helping to take care of. Anyway, let's get back to this. The rest of that awful week, I joined my brother and father sitting by my mother's side in the hospital room. I held her hand and talked to her. I told her that we still needed her. I told her that it wasn't time to leave yet. I told her how much I loved her, and I told her that her little granddaughter, Amelia, believed that she'd get better. No, stop. Don't be chewing on that. The doctors, with all their years of training and experience, offered no hope for recovery. The damage was simply too extensive. Then, a couple of weeks later, an odd thing happened. Mom woke up. She came out of the coma, preserved through a long and arduous rehabilitation during which she had to learn to walk, read, and write all over again, and eventually returned home to Dad. The only one who wasn't shocked was Amelia. The doctors couldn't explain it. Amelia didn't need to. Amelia didn't need to. Hope came as naturally to her as breathing. So why are we so afraid to hope sometimes? Maybe it's because over the years, life's disappointments can turn us to disillusionment. How many times have you heard someone say, "Hope for the best, expect the worst"? That's not really hope at all. I would agree with that. Hope is being able to look at our world with all the joy and wonder of a child. Yeah, I guess hope is not expecting the worst. and hoping for the best. Why do I need to expect the worst? I guess people say that so that if you expect the worst and something good happens, you're not let down. But I think that they said it right there. That's really not hope. If I'm hoping, if I'm expecting, preparing for the worst, hoping for the best, I mean, I'm defeating the whole purpose of hope in the first place. But yeah, yesterday I wasn't feeling all that great. That's why, like, I was in a very sluggish place, and I had slept real hard. I got up, and then I was so just there was something just going on. So as long as I was able to still sleep, I just went back to sleep. I slept a good chunk of yesterday, and then I was thinking that would throw my sleep off, but I still was able to go to sleep fairly early at a decent time last night. And I knew I'd went to sleep fairly early because I was waking up at. I remember waking back, like getting up, and it'd be like 9:30, and then at some point it was 11 something. Then it was like 1 in the morning, like different times to get up to use the bathroom. But the first time getting up and it was only like 9:30 or something, I knew. Oh well, I had fell asleep earlier. I can't remember when, you know, and that changes. If y'all know anybody that's watched the channel for a while, I'll talk about sometimes where I have periods of time where I'm not getting a lot of sleep at all, very little. It seems like I don't know. I think not having Ladybird is it devastated me. Like I said though on Monday, it wasn't the worst day of my life to find out that my dog was dead, but it was the anniversary of the worst day of my life. That when I found out Mom had died in an arson house fire. So it was the anniversary of that, and then to have the dog dead didn't feel very good. But I've gotten through it, and like I said, it wasn't the worst day of my entire life. I've had two really bad days in my life, and one was when Mom died, and I found out about it. The second one was when I found out Sarah died. The whole reason I say ditto at the end of every video, and if anybody that's new to the channel doesn't know this, the reason I end every video with ditto, and I just say this from time to time, is because we got a lot of new people coming on. Ditto, it means I love you. And it's because Sarah Boylan and I had that as our special word for saying we loved each other. In other words, we used the words I love you sometimes, but when we were in public and we were around a bunch of people, when we parted ways, if we didn't feel like saying I love you in front of everybody, all we had to say was ditto. Now, when she died in 2018, uh, and I've told this before, her death was the second most devastating death loss in my life. Like Mom was the first one that died that just crushed my entire soul. Sarah is the second, and then there's been other people died that upset me and stuff. But as far as just piercing that place in my heart, and I know Lady Bird was a dog, but I've had her. I had her for 5 years, and this too will pass. And I have hope for the future, even though I've been a little depressed. But I figured I feel a little better this morning than I did yesterday morning. I'm not so groggy. I've slept enough. Like I said, I went to bed early last night, and I kept waking up during the middle of the day throughout the night. But I was able to go back to sleep. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video, start uploading this, and then in a little bit I'll do a Jesus calling video. Now I plan on doing Jesus calling. So that's the goal. If you don't see it up, there will be a reason. It's either I got busy doing something or I just wasn't feeling great. But I intend on trying to make that video within the next hour and then starting to upload it. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying this sitting here relaxing right now. I do have a package coming in the mail today but the mail don't run till later in the evening. So and, I need to get to the store today, buy a few more groceries and some cleaning supplies so I can like really clean the trailer real well. I've just been slacking on so much stuff. I still got a package I need to make up. I need a better box to send this stuff in than what I've got. So I got to figure that out. And I really want to get my friend a package to him as soon as I can. But one day at a time, right? You know, until next time, Mr. Grey Cloud here, Sage of the Eternal Moment, over and out. Ditto.